Well, if I've started this project, must mean the other one's pretty much done. This one's now cost me an extra 170 quid because I had to buy a new beam. The reason the roof's on and nothing else is up is because I had to put the roof on to find out where I needed the brickwork to go in line with that. So I now got to strip all this off, but I had to try and do the brickwork to see if my old bones would take the little job to do, and they can't. So I shan't be going back to work yet. Right, more on that in a mo. We're rolling. Till I'm getting old, I've got to have a freaking chair to sit down in. Yeah, so new location for you. You're gonna have to keep watching the brew shed builds to wait for the big reveal. So really, you're not seeing any more than you used to in the old videos because I ain't giving nothing away. I think we've just put up number 10. I've got 11 to release and 12 will probably be the final one. Just depends on how much footage, because I sort of just filmed bits and pieces as I was doing it when I had the chance, sort of thing. Rather than a full-on nuts and bolts build, because you didn't really need to see me putting 40 screws into a piece of timber, did you? Anyway, you can see I moved on to the next project, which was supposed to be the first project, but in between my last Homebrew Wednesday and starting this, because of the shed situation and the other one falling down and needing to move stuff around, I've ended up with a bit of a, well, I've had a back problem for a long while. Culminating in my legs starting to give out and having nerve problems, which is now under investigation finally. They know there's something wrong, but what, I don't know. I've got to be referred to the spinal clinic. Another one, and then neuropathy, or whatever it is. But that's a 37-week waiting list. Last time she referred someone, all I've had now is a letter from the Norwich hospital to say, we've received your request for an appointment, but unfortunately at this point in time, you're going to have to wait until we find a slot, so no further forward. So I'm now entering the third month off work. I'm having physio and bits and pieces like that, but I thought I'd tackle the brickwork just to sort of see if bending down for an hour and a half, 2 hours would bugger me up or not, and it did. I'm paying for it today. At the minute I'm on double dose painkillers and amitriptyline at night. But hey ho, life goes on, it just takes longer to do it. Waited 3 years, I suppose another few months ain't going to make a lot of difference. Anyway, I don't know how much content this one will have, so if this is just going to be that and the beer review, because Martin was good enough to send me my winning kit that I didn't have time to complete. I mean, there's more going on that you don't need to know about, but there's still other things going on in the Norfolk life, shall we say. But yeah, so it was good enough to send me a bottle of what we thought was an IPA, as in New England IPA, but it turns out if you read the small print, when I was choosing a beer, in bold print, NE IPA, so obviously you think New England, but apparently the chap who done it, it's a Nebraska IPA. Could have been Newcastle for all we know, but don't know what difference that makes other than from the comments on Martin's post. There's a lot of darker crystal in it, whether that was a mispick or because other people said they've brewed it and it doesn't look like that. But as I said, you don't look at the fire when you, or you don't look at the mantelpiece when you're poking the fire. She's got a hiss, so she's carved up now. In my defence, I have just cooked a chilli, and I do get rather generous with the Ancona green sauce. I can smell a little bit of the fruit from here, so we aren't going to be totally destroyed. She's a bit lively. Even in my new glass that I got from what was it, B&M in Craft We Trust, with a dodgy bottle of Beardo, which was supposed to be an IPA. Getting a bit of the fruit, obviously the head's not helping, but and the dog is. Let's dive in. It's a bit dank, nice full hoppy. Nice mouthfeel. A little bit creamy actually. 6.4%. I don't know whether that was the intended target on the recipe. I can't remember now. It's light fruit, more on the sort of sweeter types of fruit rather than citrus. More sort of passion fruit, mango, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's quite it's not boozy at all for 6.4. It's very smooth, even though there's the carbonation there. Not really any pronounced bitterness. You get a little bit on the back end and a little bit from the carbonation. But I mean, I don't mind it. Obviously IPAs are normally a little bit more on the bitter side, but it's quite, it could get you in trouble at 6.4% because it drinks very easily. So not a disappointment on the results side, by no means. She's very drinkable. That is a smashing drop. I can't get any sort of faults out of it, no diacetyl or anything like that. She's nice and smooth, really nice mouthfeel. It's not cloying. It's just sort of a little bit, not on the resiny side, but sort of that dankness that you're trying to get with sort of the resiny beers, but this isn't a resiny. Just nice mouthfeel, really wholesome. You could almost cut it with a knife and fork. But that's quite a smashable beer. And obviously it's a little bit hazy, but obviously it is a lot darker than a traditional beer. I tried bend over doing that, should have done. Ooh. Welcome to old age. It's as good as the painkillers. Anyway, I haven't really got a lot else to tell you. The brew shed is pretty much built. I don't know how much footage I've got on what will be part 12, because I don't want to make it an hour-long epic, just walking around each section. But yeah, satisfied with the results. So you'll have to keep tuning in for the release of the next one. But I think pretty much there's a few little bits want doing, but they're mainly not in, you know, sort of directly involving the actual fabric of the building now. Just a few little pieces outside to finish off. So it's just being able to finally clear the schedule and start brewing again and get on with the herbs build. But I will mention no more about that because it's going to tempt fate in it. Something else, there'll be another spanner in the works, and it's already looming. That's the trouble. The curse of being able to drive, I suppose, when you start getting asked to do the running about. Anyway, that is a smashing job. Mine. Very happy with that. Very pleased. Almost wish I didn't send you the kit. I also got one of Martin's Jim Payne's memorial beers, which I think is his direct recipe. Let's go and check in the fridge of plenty. Let's have a look. Jim Payne Pedigree. So I got that one as well. Cheers for that. keep that in storage. With all the other goodies in here. Just in case anyone's wondering, Wilf. Well, you'll have to watch the next one. At this point, I would press the remote and say cheerio, but I can't find it. It's in here somewhere with all the other bits and bobs. So I'll more or less bid you farewell as I walk towards you. There will be another video coming up about this. And it's not to do with a little 1 gallon fermenter, but you'll have to wait.